So as we all know, and is my board up? NRA TV is been shut down. Siffy. And so NRA TV was, I mean, it was embarrassing because it was like, even in an amply generous, like, if you're in right-wing media, you're in an amazing position because you can get funded by any type of corporation or oligarch because you're there to be a mouthpiece for their agenda. And then you have a pretty significant amount of rubes and idiots who are easy marks to, sell shit to or whatever. The fact that even in that ecosystem, and the NRA is the NRA. I mean, the NRA is still, for all of its major internal problems, is the domestic arms industry lobby group, and something that, NRA has played a role in the resurgence of the far right in Latin America. They were so bad at NRA TV that we did, I don't know, like a handful of clips on them. I mean, like, it just was boring. The talent was not good.
It was one step above those guys who just record themselves in their SUV with like a Packers hat on.
Just like, hey, this is Hank. I'm here in my Suburban. Heard that Barack Obama wants to take my hunting knife. Well, guess what? Not today or ever, Barack Hussein Obama. Those guys at least have more charisma.
Look, I saw this thing on a website. I don't know, what's it called again? Project Veritas. It says Ilhan Omar married her brother to get into America. Now we're going to look into this. I'm going to read it slowly for 40 minutes and then I'll relay some of the information to you.
Akbar al-Zahid was there in Tomb. So sorry, that was the other paragraph. So those guys are actually a lot more charming, so than NRA TV. So basically, NRA TV is done. And what is this tweet?
This is just the announcement.
Oh, this is just the announcement. So very sad.
NRA TV has shut down production.
Oh man, what a bummer. So this is hilarious. Who cares? Maybe we'll get some of their equipment. And so Meghan McCain, who several years ago, Meghan McCain, it's interesting because, her big brand was like, it's always obviously been 98% my dad is John McCain, but it used to be like, hey, like, as long as you don't like tax my trust fund, like, I know like gay people and we can like go shopping. And now I think under Trump, and because, at the end of the day, like, clearly like on her panel, it's like, I don't want to be bothered with dead kids. I want to be given money. As that position has become less tenable just around, and people like Joy, who are not radicals, but are just like, Jesus, how much longer do I have to like indulge this bullshit? Meghan McCain is reaching out, I think, and making sure that her bona fides are strong with, the always, hard fanatical right. People like Dana Loesch, who I think Dana Loesch was on NRA TV and is an NRA spokesperson.
She's also a big Vince Foster conspiracy theorist.
Dana Loesch, very smart. So she's got a great brain. So Meghan McCain tweeted at Dana Loesch. Dana Loesch is a brave fighter who believes in, is a brave fighter for what she believes in. And I look forward to whatever she does in her next endeavor. She also has a husband I respect greatly, at Chris Loesch. I would just like to add parenthetically.
Step off, Meghan McCain.
Yeah,
God.
first of all, easy now. And secondly, I believe Chris Loesch, if I'm not mistaken, has collaborated with Steven Crowder on one of the most unfunny things I've ever seen in my life.
Look at that facial hair.
Oh wait, no, that's not him. I don't know who Chris. I thought Chris Loesch was somebody else. All right, I don't know who Chris Loesch is.
He's just a man devoted to Jesus, his wife,
his children, his children, and his freedom and his country. He's a wife guy. He's got the facial hair of a wife guy.
Indeed.
All right. Well, Chris Loesch is a nice guy. And by the way, Meghan, please, you're not going to be able to pull a Chris Loesch. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, she's already got a what's his name?
Yeah. Stick to some
Domino.
Stick to some sad.
Ben Domino.
What is he? A Federalist writer?
Ben Domino's is a Federalist plagiarist.
Stick to some plagiarist who you had like a nervous breakdown that like. she was probably scared Trump was going to actually lead us to like nuclear war and her trust fund would be taken away that way. So she married him because of an anxiety attack. And now like, it's like, oh my God, if he has a nuclear war, then like my money will go elsewhere. So then, so that's what she tweeted. Dana Loesch responds, not step the fuck off of my husband. No, Dana Loesch responded this way. Go back. Okay. But Dana Loesch, we're going to read you the whole thread, but Dana Loesch responded politely, but with not a lot of interest. I appreciate your friendship over the past couple of years and your fighting spirit. I'm glad I got to know you. And then I love how like the right wing clearly has their own like Twitter pests.
I don't even know if this is a right winger.
Who knows who this person is? It's just classic pestiness.
Yeah, it is very
like,
pestiness.
Which is funny because, and in fact, to at GoGo SF's credit, this is super funny. Dana Loesch, we're not the only ones we're not the only ones with Meghan McCain impressions around here.
And we're not the best
not
ones
just
either.
Jamie and I. No, look, I think my Meghan McCain impression is good, but this is also, I had no idea Dana Loesch had any talent. Check this out.
All women because they're women. Criticism is sexist. And I told her I was impressed that she actually picked up on the fact that I was insulting her. Did you search her last name? She replied, Loesch, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that we're both Republican, albeit very different women, and there should be some level of support. You have continued to say negative things about me and like take cheap shots, and I don't understand the point. As I told her, I'm not a Republican. I'm a conservative. And I don't get along to just move along. And I also brought up all of the past instances where she has taken pot shots at Sarah Palin and Bristol Palin and Michelle Bachmann and any other woman Meghan McCain seems to view as a threat to steal that Republican mantle from her.
Why do we want... Okay, all right.
They're both bad.
Yeah, but the impression was so fun. She nailed that.
It was, but I like how much like being on the top woman in conservative media, like...
it's important brand space, man. Important brand space.
McCain does make it very easy for people, I gotta say.
It's a good impression.
It's so funny too that Meghan McCain's doing what like all media people do when like all their friends get laid off and they're like, hey, this is a great person, you should hire them. Like Dana Loesch is gonna have any trouble finding another right wing like funder to just bankroll her.
Yeah, she thinks she's being so generous and helpful with her fake friend.
Hey, pay her, Meghan.
Hire her as a research assistant. Wait, is there more? Oh, okay. Calvin. Okay, so, this is one where, like, I'll obviously say whatever, but I don't, like, I would never at Meghan McCain, right? Like, I just have etiquette about things. But this guy, Calvin, who actually has a check mark, so that's really escalating.
Blue check privilege.
He says, I am an annoying gay internet person. Well, you know what, Calvin? You're living up to your name here, because Calvin jumps into the thread with, holy shit, your impression of Meghan's voice is actually spot on.
Oh, Calvin, you beautiful, messy bitch.
And now Meghan McCain, who I would frankly not be surprised if she responded to GoGo SF, is dragged in. And she says the following. Remember when you publicly begged me to have brunch with you? I still haven't forgotten that shit. And you look at this, and if you have any empathy, you just think, damn, the poor producers on The View might have an even extra annoying day with this brat. Ugh, what a bummer. All right, you're calling from a 314 area code. Who are you? Where are you calling from?